Hey yo, how you guys doing? Do me a favor before we get started on this whole thing, right? Subscribe, like, or hate, and share this video. Um, we're trying to get our numbers up. Thank you very much, and enjoy this broadcast. Xander J. Hobson is my name, folks. Stand-up comedian, entertainer, and troll of guys like Kevin Samuels and O'Shea Duke Jackson and Obsidian Momia and all guys of that sort. Guys that hate women, you know. I'm getting ready to wrap up this broadcast, but before I finish, I just want to leave you guys with some thoughts. First and foremost, on a personal note, I'm not too fond of guys who don't like women, because guys who don't like women, they really don't understand that women and children can make mistakes and men can't. And they also don't understand that women are to be loved, nurtured, protected, and cherished. That's the reality of it. I didn't make it this way. The men before me didn't make it this way. God made it this way. So if you guys have such issues with women, I think you should stop hating women so much and start hating God, because it's his fault that it's the way it is. That's number one. Number two, I want to point out this, right? You know, it's not a bad thing, fellas, if you want to date women with children. You know, again, it's your choice, it's your discretion, and it's nobody's business but yours and the woman that you date. The only thing that I could say to any of you, man, male or female, is to just use good sound judgment when you're choosing a mate. You know, look out for the signs. You know, if you see something that don't look right, it ain't right. But whether you date a person who has children, who doesn't have children, the choice is yours. You know, don't feel shamed by these idiots who are out here in the manosphere trying to make a guy out to be some kind of a simp because he wants to date a woman with children, a woman who has children. You know, half of these guys, if the right chick came along with children, they would drop all that macho ego manosphere bullshit and they would jump on her like a leopard. So they don't even mean the stuff that they say. But, you know, again, a lot of them are just a bunch of sex-starved clowns who gather around Kevin Samuels because, you know, he talks real slick and greasy to women. And sadly, some of the stuff that he says to them is true. Maybe he could say it in a softer tone, but he chooses not to, but it's not good or bad. But a lot of these guys that rally around him are really angry at women. And because Kevin is fluent in the language of communicating with the opposite sex, and he's able to check them in a way that's so beautiful and elegant, a lot of these guys stand on the sideline and cheering him on like he's Tom Brady or somebody moving the ball down the field. You know, and again, I'm not mad at Kevin for that, because again, a lot of times Kevin is telling some of these sisters what they need to hear and not what they want to hear. But again, I do feel it is an insult to a large majority of the men in this country when you promote the notion that being with a woman with children is simping. Another thing I want to touch on in this summary: if you want a woman who is weak and submissive, or whatever that term that Kevin Samuels and his goombas use to describe the type of women they like, that's cool, by all means. Hey man, if that's what floats your boat, God bless you. But understand this right here: if you do find you a woman who fits these traits, and you're the person who's paying all the bills. Well, guess what? You don't have a partner. You have a pet. You know, it's like you got a cat or a dog or something. But again, that's cool if that's what you want to do. Only thing I'm saying is, if you're the guy that's taking care of her and flipping all the bills and all of that, and you got everything, it's all on you, don't be upset or surprised if you find out that she's banging somebody else. Because guess what? When people got too much time on their hands, idle mind is the devil's workshop, and you setting yourself up for failure. But again, I'm not condemning you for wanting that, and I'm not, I'm totally indifferent. The choice is yours, but know what you're getting into and what you're setting yourself up for. You're the one that's, paying for everything. And as I close, right, I want to leave you with this, right? Xander J. Hobson is my name, a stand-up comedian and entertainer. I am not in no way a relationships guru, nor am I any type of image consultant. I'm a guy that's lived 53 years, and the stuff that I'm talking to you people, it has worked for me. I'm a borderline idiot. So if it can work for me, then guess what? Man, I know anybody who applies whatever I say will be great. Because again, like I said, I'm not saying that it's going to work for you, but I know it worked for me. And like I said, I know how fucked up I am. So with that said, folks, I'm done with it. Bam!